signed in right now to Zoom, so give me a second. Dave, what is this, man?
Commercial.
Oh, okay. I've never seen
Hey
that
guys,
before.
good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com and Santarelli Trading Exchange. Hope everyone's having a really great day here today. We got the markets moving a little bit lower here. We had some news that came out this morning. U.S. Housing starts for September 1.439 million versus 1.475 million. Building permits for September 1.564 million versus 1.53 million. So that's good. The building permits were higher than expected, so that's good. The prior month is 1.52 million. So that's good, seeing that increase going into September. You know, usually the housing builds are in the summertime, so we're starting to see that trickle down now, as well into the winter months, which is great news there. So let's see. A lot of things are starting to turn green here. ExxonMobil up 72 cents there. Let's go take a look at our current trades here. We're going to give the markets first 15 minutes before we start day trading there.
Dow Jones Industrial Average down 0.24%, S&P 500 down 0.51%, Nasdaq down.
Probably going to be looking to close out of our ExxonMobil and Verizon trade today or tomorrow there, because they expire this week. So we don't want to hold into, late Thursday, early Friday there. ExxonMobil still on the climb, ripping higher there, looking good. Already got a nice gain on that for the day. Let's see what else is moving down here. Chevron's up 0.84%.
Dave, will you unmute me, please?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. I'll mute Dylan. There we go. There you go, Dilly.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, let me put that on my headset quick.
I muted myself, so you'll have to unmute me again.
Okay, could you do it? Could you say something now?
All right, you got to unmute me again. I muted it so it wouldn't make that.
Okay, great. You there, Dylan?
Are we doing okay? Everyone can hear me fine?
No. Let me see. Let me change my setting here. Astro game. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Excellent.
Alrighty, guys. So, lower this a little bit. I hear you a little too loud. Okay. Let me share that sound there as
real
well.
fast in the markets as they open up.
Alrighty, guys. So Chevron here continuing to break out. That's looking pretty good. If there's any issues with the sound, just let us know there. Snapchat shares up almost 2%, getting a nice pop there on Snap. Still trading between the simple moving averages and the no trade zone consolidation. You're really looking for a break above that red 50-day simple moving average right around 11.10 a share to look for a possible entry into Snapchat. ExxonMobil still continuing to climb near in 102. Let's see what our trade on ExxonMobil is doing here. We got about a 2% gain just on ExxonMobil here today, but that's only because those contracts didn't update yet. It's still early. Let's go over here on the option chain, bring up ExxonMobil. So, guys, we closed out of our Raytheon Technologies trade yesterday for a 98.11% gain. We just made that trade based on the news that we saw come up on the newswire down here, and we had a nice 98% gain on that yesterday. So now all the trades we have left here are Verizon and ExxonMobil. Those two trades expired this week, so we're going to be looking to close those trades out here. And then we have a Google trade for the November 18th monthly expiration, and we're going to be holding on to that. ExxonMobil shares continuing to break out here, continuing to run higher. Stock's already up 1.5% here, and there we go. ExxonMobil finally just updated its price. We're up $3,000 on the day on ExxonMobil,
Nice.
and we got a nice profit coming on here. Let's see. I'm going to share with you guys this ExxonMobil trade, because get ready. We're going to be closing this out here relatively soon.
You let me know
post
when.
this.
I'll get it ready.
Oh, yeah, have that ready there.
It's already ready,
current
baby.
XOM trade. Okay, so there's the current ExxonMobil trade. I just posted that in the group me there.
I got you, buddy.
Dylan's posting that in the trade room on the site there. So there's that trade. That's still continuing to climb. Let me refresh it again. Nice. We're still climbing there. Now we're up already 7.1%, and we're up about $3,000 on the day for that right now.
Look at that go. You think
Exxon,
it holds? Above 102.50, you said you'd keep it going.
Yeah, 102.50, guys, right here. Look at this consolidation area with ExxonMobil. Right here, we got that consolidation right around that 100 to 102.50. So we keep holding above. There she goes again. Another nice breakout. We hold above that 102.50. I really think we're going to see that 105 possibly by Friday here. We already got a 10% gain, up over $3,000 on the ExxonMobil trade here for the day. So we're going to be looking for a continuation there with ExxonMobil having that breakout. So we're up about $1,000 on the ExxonMobil trade overall right now. It's going for $525 a contract. We paid $485, so it's looking pretty good there. I like that setup. ExxonMobil 102.60.
Next month's expiration.
Look at Snapchat taking off here, up 5% on Snap. Nice breakout on Snapchat, guys. That might get up to that $12 quick. If that did that, might put about $250,000 in. So $250,000, divide that by 11, that would get me about 22,000. Let's say 23,000 shares. So if I just look for that dollar climb up to that 12 bucks, obviously that's a quick little $23,000 profit there. And that's something that could happen over a course of a week or two. So I just pick up some shares of that and target that 12 bucks if I want to do something with Snapchat. So that's going to be the game plan with Snap if that continues there. ExxonMobil is looking good. Look at that, near 103 a share on ExxonMobil, new highs of the day.
Man,
Let me refresh this. We're up 13% on ExxonMobil now. We're up almost 3,400 on the day with the ExxonMobil trade.
Those next months are pretty cheap still if you want to look at extending.
For what, ExxonMobil?
For ExxonMobil.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. Locking in profits on this and then using those profits to fuel that next trade a little bit further out. Because we know what's going on in Europe, Dylan, right? I mean, the energy prices are continuing to climb. Just in the last 24 hours, they announced European energy prices increased by over 10%. And with the war going on with Russia, Ukraine, it's just going to continue higher. China just said that they're stopping exporting their fuel. They're reserving it for their country. So I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a big energy price crisis going into the winter months here. So right now, it's important to identify our trade plan with these setups here on some of these energy stocks. Look at ExxonMobil breaking out there. Wow. So we got to look for some good trades. We already got a $4,000 profit now on ExxonMobil for the day. Up about 19% here on ExxonMobil. Take a look at these trades here, guys, in the trade room. Dylan, will you share that latest one there in the trade room?
Absolutely.
And she's continuing to break out. She's at highs of the day. We're up 20% on that trade now. Just a few minutes ago, we were only up 4% on that trade. Got a 20% gain on that swing trade that we've been in for ExxonMobil there. She's continuing to climb. And I like that setup there.
But, going back to the oil, what I posted again this morning, Biden is going to be releasing all those oil reserves from the Strategic Economic Reserve and all that. So
Definitely.
Petroleum Reserve, excuse me. So that's going to be huge to watch for because...
Look at the Dow now, too. Dow just turned green.
Oh, very
But
nice.
did you know that the petroleum reserves, they're at all-time lows?
So,
All-time,
and then you're
we've
gonna
never had
diminish it
this
even more,
little
exactly.
petroleum reserves in stock there. That's what's scary. Because if something does happen, with any type of war or anything, where are we going to get when are we going to get our fuel from? If they're draining us now of our reserves, that's a major issue.
Well, and remember, what's Russia close to? Russia's close to Alaska over there, and Alaska has some of the biggest fuel reserves that the government here won't allow them to go and get. So if they start taking those out, even if they give the permits to start being able to drill that oil out there, then what?
They got to start the drilling. Gotta. Man, that UCLE, remember that little penny stock?
Yeah.
That's at 19 cents now.
Would you
pick
pick it up at
15 cents?
Sheesh. Imagine it.
We already got a 16% gain. I got a $3,000 profit on that trade already. There goes ExxonMobil, more new highs of the day. Yes. There we go. Go, go, go. Man, I'd love to see her hit that freaking 105 today. There's a good possibility you can. Either today or tomorrow, I think that ExxonMobil is going to hit that 105. Look at Baba. Baba just got right up to that 10-day simple moving average on the today 1-minute chart. And look at that red candle that just came in. Baba just lost over $1 in 1 minute there on that pullback.
Look at what's happened to volatility in Bitcoin. It's like a EKG that's gone flat.
It is. And we know that we really have to believe
I think we start to get that next climb here soon. SPY still holding that 10, 20-day simple moving average, not acting like it wants to push much lower. Buyers definitely want to come in and see, it's above that 378, 380 area that we really want to see SPY start to break out. But even then, we're still watching for that dead cat kind of bounce because the overall trend is still to the downside. As soon as that 50-day simple moving average comes down to come push that, put pressure on the markets, then I think we continue that breakdown lower, especially if we get negative GDP numbers that come out next week.
The GDP numbers are going to be big. Look at ExxonMobil still going here, man. Still breaking out. Man, that's going to be a nice move there today. ExxonMobil just broke $4,100. We're up 20.5% now on that trade. And you guys see now, Dylan, this is one big thing I want to talk to you guys about here today. So you notice how, over the past few weeks, we had a lot of trades in our account, right? We had like anywhere between 5 to 10 option trades in the account, right? And you notice how each and every one of them had different expiration dates. Some of them were slightly out of the money. Some of them were ATM at the money. But notice one thing. Do you notice how as we're going on and progressing here throughout the weeks, we're closing positions out each day here, right? Before we make new trades. That's the one important thing here that you have to understand. Different trades have different time frames. You see like the Google trade, why we went with that November 18th monthly expiration? There's a reason why behind that. Do you remember that reason? Black Friday sales, shopping, everything
absolutely.
picks up there. And ads start coming in, and cyclically, Google usually does better then. So that's the reason why we got that Google trade. The reason why we got that shorter-term energy trade here is because the conflict and everything going on with energy prices. So, as that continues to break out there, then we're going to lock in the profits on ExxonMobil. Yesterday, we locked in profits on Raytheon. What's Raytheon doing here today? I didn't even look at that one yet today. RTX. Pretty flat there today, but yesterday we sold just at about highs of the day yesterday at RTX.
I remember.
And that was a 98.11% gain based on that catalyst we had on that news, on the news wire there. So that's what was really nice about that RTX trade. That one was a catalyst trade that we made there, profited about 100%. Google trade, we got into that one for a reason. The ExxonMobil, the Oxy, remember we closed Oxy out for a nice gain. And then that Apple day trade, we closed out for a 300% gain. So there's all different time frames you're getting for your trade. So it's important looking at these charts here, understanding and identifying where you are with the trade plan and how far of an out expiration you have to go for.
Yeah.
So that's really why, you see like sometimes, like some of our positions don't do well that day, right? But other ones do. When those other ones do and they have a profit, we lock in the profit on those. While those other ones there are flattened out and they still have a month till expiration, we're sitting on those and holding them. And then you see now like ExxonMobil, it's been down for the past few days because we got in that ExxonMobil trade, probably back around here somewhere, right? So it consolidated for a few days, and now it's finally getting that breakout that we've been waiting for, and now we're green on that trade. So you see, when we originally got into that ExxonMobil, it was probably on this candle right here on the 13th, and then it just consolidated for a few days, and Theta ate away at that premium on the option chain there. So, that's why we were down a little bit on that trade over the past few days. Now we're green. We're up 20% on ExxonMobil, and I can see that just continuing to break out.
Yeah.
But the thing you got to remember is that expires Friday. So it's either A, we're going to take profits sometime today, or we're going to take them early tomorrow morning. So I want to see if she's going to hold above that 103 because we already have a 2% gain on ExxonMobil, and a lot of these other energy stocks here are continuing to climb as well. So if that continues, like look at Schlumberger, they're up 4% on the day. ExxonMobil's only up 2.2%. What's Oxy doing? Oxy's up 1.14, ExxonMobil up 2.17, Chevron up 1.6%. So it's all relative there to depending on what expiration we're going to get, the time frame, and like I said, locking in profits as you go along there.
Markets are pulling back at the moment.
Yeah, I'm watching SPY and Q's over to the
Make
right
new
there. We
lows
might be
right
able to
there.
do a quick day trade here on that.
We're right at that 945 mark, basically. I think we got a nice little area consolidation from previous
Ooh, our
days.
Verizon trade's back in the green. So there we go. Our Verizon trade's back in the green now overall. We got a 1% gain on that. I might take profits on ExxonMobil here. I'm up $1,500 you know, and it expires Friday. So I don't want to be greedy.
I would say let's just focus on that next month's expo or something like that. Kind of get something a little further out and play that breakout that way. Play it smart and play it safe. You know, don't rely
Yeah.
on those last couple of days to have that gamble.
Guys, I don't know what's going on with Verizon, but she's breaking out big time there. We got some nice profits on Verizon. Let's see, ExxonMobil.
Once again, new position in Disney. Remember, he'd owned it for quite some time, sold it higher, bought it back more recently. He's backed off entirely on the idea of separating ESPN, but he continues to be very focused.
It's kind of chilly in here, man.
It is nice in here. I love that cooler temp. It's like 55 degrees here in Orlando today. I think Min and Jim brought that cold weather with them. They're getting a lot of snow, I think, this week, right?
The land of enchantment.
Justin says, big drop in the market. Let's take a look there. Maybe I know, Justin, it is the best weather. Been waiting for this.
I walked
Let's see.
outside and I was like, what in the Florida is going on?
Now, see, this is what you got to look at in SPY Daily. You can see how we're still holding above that yellow 10 and that blue 20-day simple moving average. The moving average convergence divergence already had its crossover here right around the 14th of October. We have green bars above the zero line on the histogram of the MACD. That's positive. So, you know, the thing here with SPY, if you do start dropping below that blue 20-day simple moving average on a daily chart, that's where you're going to start looking for those swing trades with some SPY puts again. And, you know, go a month out to Lex, or at least 2 weeks out. You know, that's what you'd be looking for there. So now we can look at SPY and start looking for a day trade here. If we start breaking below support, you know, 368.50 is probably going to be a decent area there. Let's see if I could get one ready. Watching ExxonMobil there too. Want to keep an eye on that. See positions. And that Verizon's taking off there. Let me see Verizon here quick. Keep looking at the account, and VZ's just rocketing higher. See, just that little bit of a move there, just that little 14-cent move there put us up like an extra $1,000 there.
Well, it's
on
trying to
Verizon.
hold those levels on the 10 and 20, the 10-day simple moving average. You know.
3-month daily. I mean, that's looking good. It's holding that 10 so far there. If we could just get up to that 37.50 again today, I'll probably lock in profits on Verizon. We got profits on ExxonMobil and Verizon right now. So, you know, if we wanted to lock those in, you know, I mean, there's win, 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 win. You know, I mean, that we've got a lot of wins over the past few months here.
Well, and the thing is like, you know, think about if you take a look at SPY on a daily chart. Look at where it's at. We're in the middle of consolidation. We're just barely trading above the 10 and the 20, right? We're getting pressure down from the 50-day simple moving averages, but we haven't broken highs, previous pivot highs right there on October 5th at the 378 level. We also haven't broken the lows with conviction and been able to do anything about it. So right now, I think what this kind of is if you think about it from a technical standpoint and zoom out just a little bit, we made a nice solid move to the downside from about the middle of August down to, you know, the beginning of October. That was about, at the peak to trough of that was an 18.8% move. That's a big move. Typically when you have big moves like that in the market, you need some time to consolidate sideways. So until we start to see any pressure down to the downside, maybe with those GDP numbers next week or anything above the 378, I think we're consolidating in order to get ready for that next big move, either up or down. To the downside is where I think that it would go, but for right now, you know, we take in those shorter term profits. We take in and we lock some of those wins in, and don't be greedy and don't let anything go out of our favor, especially with the uncertainty of direction in the markets and where they want to go, you know?
Yeah.
So
I like that. It's just indecision here on a daily. We start breaking above that 370 again on SPY. We'll look for longs again or short-term swings. We start breaking below that blue 20. It's going to be puts all day, all week long there. I'm watching ExxonMobil there up 1.59%. I wanted to see that breakout here again. Man, Verizon. Got a 15% gain on Verizon now overall. What is that? Look at that one breaking out nicely. 37.50 be nice today for VZ. That one is one. So there are 2 trades that expire this week are in the green right now. So that's exactly what we wanted to see, and it's working out perfectly, those trades that we made there. So, you know, it's up to us if we want to close out ExxonMobil, Verizon now. A win is a win. The ExxonMobil trade's only up 7% right now. The Verizon trade's up 15%. They expire, though, you know, Friday. So, you know, that's why I'd be looking to lock those in today.
I want to just point out a company, Prologis.
Probably going to do that there, Dylan.
Which one?
I'm probably going to close out both of them there.
Companies, they call themselves a logistics company. They really manage warehouses. So they reported earnings that was 6 cents better than expectations.
All right, that is the ExxonMobil October 21st 9750 call is correct. The ones we got in at 485.
Pretty cautious.
Yes.
Correct. Excellent.
It's actually flat today, even though they narrowed the guidance slightly.
They're like literally flat right now.
That's a good sign of a potential washout. So remember, these companies were darlings of the COVID situation. This thing went up 200% during COVID. Hit peak about April, middle of April, and you can see
The midpoint on those is 475 now.
almost 40% from its highs at this point.
Watching it,
that's
seeing
a
what it's
sign
going
of
to
a
do
washout.
there.
When you have cautious guidance, a slight beat, and you don't really raise the numbers for the fourth quarter, and it's on the flat side, that's a fairly decent tell at this point. Who knows? But
SPY's breaking down now at 368.
A quick reminder, you can always get in on the CNBC Investing Club with Jim. Just sign up and find out more at cnbc.com/join the club. If it's easier, you can always use the QR code on your screen. Takes you right there. As we go to break, watch bonds today, as we said, 2 years still above 4.5. We will get
Go there, Exxon.
Ferrari at 1, Evans and Bullard at 6:30, and Beige Book at 2. Be right back.
Beige book it too.
You closing Verizon, you said?
Right now I'm working on ExxonMobil. Waiting for that to move here. Man, Verizon's still breaking out there. Look at Verizon. Looking good.
What do you mean is someone backing up there, Jerry?
Oh, he probably heard. We have the windows open here, getting some fresh Florida air in. So there's probably a truck there. You heard.
Oh, I get you. That's a noise I gotta make when Dave starts walking backwards. Just kidding.
Nice.
He's gonna kick my ass later for that one.
Man, there we go. ExxonMobil back in the green. There she goes again, taking off. Let's see here. I'm waiting to sell this, guys. So I'm getting my Verizon and ExxonMobil ready to sell here. That's what I'm watching. Today, 1 minute. Starting to get a little bit of a spike again.
There we go. Look at that. SPY bouncing off of the short-term support there. Just waiting to hear you scream, boom, I am out of there. Oh my goodness, Netflix taking off, up 15% right now. Netflix is looking fantastic coming off those earnings yesterday. Wish I'd have been filled on that Caterpillar trade that I was talking about yesterday, guys. It opened up a bit higher. It's right there at those levels again, though, so we'll see what happens there. I'm kind of glad that we didn't get filled in yesterday, didn't get that theta decay at any point. So I will be watching to see what it does today. If we start to get a bit of a climb in the markets overall, then I'll look to jump into that. But right now, we're starting to push below that 50-day simple moving average on a daily, so I do want to be careful of that.
Just to let you guys know, I have an order in for ExxonMobil of $5.50 if she gets filled here.
You said $5.50.
What do we pay for it?
$4.82. 85 cents, excuse me.
Yeah, I have an order for $5.50 in there. See if she gets filled.
I was having challenges with my old man. Lots of red flags, fees, penalties. So I broke up with that making and moved on with SoFi checking and savings. Now I earn higher interest on all my money and pay no account fees.
SoFi, get your
No,
money.
not $5.50. I wanted $5. Okay, I put an order in for $5 on ExxonMobil. She's getting close to filling there. Let's see, positions. She's at 492. Man, that freaking Verizon is still going. Man, we're almost ready to fill here on ExxonMobil. Then I'll probably be getting Verizon ready to go. We got a nice, almost 20% gain on Verizon right now. ExxonMobil trade back in the green. ExxonMobil at 492.
This ring is a commitment. After we got married, I got very sick.
Ask is at $5. Last traded 492. We get that ask up to 505. We should get an execution on that. She wants to break out there, ExxonMobil. There we go. There we go. 490
See it
by
traded, there we
510.
go.
That should have executed. Let me see order status.
It's at $1.
We are out at $5 on
we go.
ExxonMobil.
Very nice.
Let me
That's
do
a
the
3.09% gain after being down however long it was.
here's that RTX trade too that we were in from yesterday. We were in at $1.06 on that trade.
Out of ExxonMobil at $5.
Wow, that RTX was a beauty. I gotta share this here. All right, so RTX trade. Let's see, we were in at $1.06, sold at 210, 2.1. Divide that by 1.06. Yesterday, 98.11% gain. RTX.
You're a time traveler. You leap into other bodies. You jump from year to year, saving people. I need your help. People are gonna die.
You said you were out at $5. You want to make sure, correct?
$5.
Excellent.
Yes,
I got those
sir.
alerts ready to go. Just waiting on that picture from you.
Okay, I'm just posting the ExxonMobil. What were we in at the ExxonMobil? You said
485. It's a 3.09% gain.
what was it? 3.09.
09.
Okay. Was nice there. Okay, so there's those. Let me post those in the trade room. Share document.
How you doing, news trader? Glad you could join us.